We prayed before.
You did good.
We prayed.
Yeah, we prayed. Mama, we prayed right before Mama's like, I guess you figure y'all would think we didn't pray. We prayed. We started without since this time's what she's trying to say.
Yeah, I was hungry.
And we really wasn't even sure. This is one of those times when we just sit down and we start eating or something. We said, let's do it live. Mama made chili. I had to run a quick errand, and it really wasn't gone long. Really quick. And I come home, and it hit me when I opened the door. And I said, what are you cooking? She said, I've made chili. Come in here and taste. I said, is it already ready to taste? She said, it sure is. And
I put it on fast mode because I was starving. I hadn't had no lunch.
so she fixed me a bowl to sample. And I said, I'll just keep it. So we prayed and blessed it and started eating. And I said, we shouldn't have done it live. She said, we'll do one. So she scooted over.
Turned out pretty good.
Mama, you did good.
Well, thank you. I thought this cold day, and I was cold, and
Cold, 35 is our high today.
I know it. I thought, oh, chili would be so good. I was wanting some.
You know, really and truly, chili's good any day.
Oh, yeah.
Hot, cold. I like chili in July.
Yeah, chili on hot dogs in July.
I love to just take a piece of light bread, grill a weenie in a skillet, chop it up and put it on there, and pour this kind of chili over it. Put a little mustard.
We might do that.
You don't have to have hot dog chili.
No.
One of my favorite things as a kid, I was a latchkey child. I got home about an hour before Mama, and certainly before Daddy. And I could use, we had a toaster oven I could use. And Mama finally, we got a microwave after 100 years.
A little bitty.
Everybody had microwaves in the whole world but us. We were the last ones.
Are you sure about that?
Mama was a holdout. She said, no, we don't need no microwave. And we got it second hand from a lady who lived in the area where my granny lived. And we brought that thing home, and it was the old ones that had...
Little knob. You turn.
I was trying to remember. It had a button or two for defrost and regular.
No, you turned them two knobs.
Two knobs.
You turned it, the knob to whatever.
And it had that timer, you go, and then it would go.
It was come over on the arc.
But you know, that thing worked and worked and worked. We finally put it in the basement and worked it down there for years. It's not been that many years ago we got rid of it. Just because we figured it surely couldn't be safe. But I could heat up a can of Hormel chili in that. Canned chili. Not even homemade. And eat Fritos with it, and I put a little sour cream on it, and that was a delicious snack. I thought I was a gourmet cook then. It had 3 ingredients. It was a can of chili, sour cream, and Fritos.
I love that.
And that would be my evening meal sometime, but we didn't eat till after 6. That's the reason sometimes we eat a little late now, because Daddy never did get home till 6 or 6:30. So that was our normal supper time. Everybody else was at 5, ours was at 6. So I'd come in at 3. Hungry. Because really at school, we would have a little lunch, but I usually didn't even like it. And you was starving. So I could eat chili and sour cream. Sometimes Mama would have no-bake cookies. I could get a no-bake cookie, of course, because they didn't have to have nothing. But you didn't cook. We weren't allowed to cook. Don't turn the stove on. But it was good. Mm-hmm. And I also learned then another snack I would have often, which was one of my favorites. It was low carb. Wasn't even trying. Didn't even know what a carb was then. I'd take a piece of bologna and cheese and fold it into a triangle shape and sit and eat it and watch my shows. Was on TV. And do homework. That was my whole little snack. What'd you have a snack when you was a kid? My love of mustard began back then because I loved to put tons of mustard in my chili and stir it up. I don't like it that way now. But I do like a little mustard on a hot dog with chili, or even an open-faced hot dog with this kind of chili poured over it. A little mustard. Back then, I really used a lot of mustard. Of course, it was yellow French's.
Mm-hmm. That's all I ever bought.
And to this day, that's all you'll buy.
I know it.
We've been busy all day. What have y'all done? Hey, Gail, how are you? Hey, Susan, hello from Oswego, New York.
Oh, boy.
Sue, I know where you are because I looked you up. Not you, Sue, but Oswego. I've looked up Oswegos in different areas, and I think it's so amazing that there's so many Oswegos.
We're in Oswego, Tennessee.
Oswego, Tennessee. So, Oswego, New York, and there's another Oswego or two, and there's some addresses out there. You know, when you put your address in something, it'll start popping up addresses, like when you order something. I like, oh, there's one in this, here's one in that. Most of the time, it's just a road or something like that. But Oswego, you all got a whole Oswego area, too. I love it.
We just got Oswego. This whole area used to be called Oswego.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just our road.
No. They still call all by the church and down by the factory. All that's Oswego.
It's not the roads or not.
It goes over to the hill. Once you get to the top of the hill, it turns into Indian Mountain. When you get to the bottom of the hill, you're in Oswego proper.
But that's Indian Mountain Road. Creekmore Housley Road in front of the church.
Ours is Oswego. But you gotta, in small rural areas, you'll think you're in one place and it'll switch at a certain point that everybody knows, but there's no signs or anything. We're not incorporated, so we know where our little areas are. When somebody says they're from Wooldridge, or they're from Newcomb, or they're from Oswego, or they're from Hoot Owl Hollow, all those little communities, we know exactly where they are because we raised up here.
That's right.
You've done an outstanding job on that chili.
Well, thank you.
I may let you cook again.
Oh.
I told you.
Since I'm better, you're going to let me cook.
You can't keep her down. I mean, I literally went down 20 minutes. And she made a pot of chili. You can't keep her down.
Wasn't hard.
Open it, John.
Huh?
Didn't open. I kept waiting for a drink of coffee and it wasn't coming out. I'm drinking coffee out of a to-go cup today because we've been at the church making treat bags.
And this
Poke
is the first time we ain't filmed it.
bags. Poke Sunday is tomorrow. We didn't film it today because we had some other stuff going on out there. And
Other people
was there and they were working and doing different projects. And we were making poke bags, so it was just a little chaotic there. But they're done, and you know, I've seen our poke bag videos for several years, and they're pretty much the same. Brown paper bags with oranges and apples, and chewing gum and candy bars.
we had tangerines and
Tangerines and oranges. Apples, red and gold.
candy,
Juicy fruit and double mint.
candy bars and chewing gum. I about forgot. And
That's juicy fruit
orange
and double
slice.
mint.
Orange slices.
And orange slice candies. It's going to be good. They'll enjoy it tomorrow. Good evening, John and Mama. I'm making pumpkin roll today. Ooh. Mama's got to get busy. She's going to be cooking. She's going to be cooking some pumpkin roll and stuff. You can't keep a good woman down. That's right, Louise. Merry Christmas to you, too. Hey, Sheila. Karen is watching. Hello, Karen. Hey, Lisa. I was born in Oswego, New York.
Ooh.
Oh, see, it's a small world. Hi, John and Mama. Cold today. Oh, it is. It's 35. It's supposed to warm up a little bit But then it's supposed to be down to 19.
Ooh. I'll be a shaking.
Hello, John and Mama from Vancouver, Washington. Hey, Teresa. No, they weren't mandarins, Patricia. These were
Navel oranges.
navel oranges and tangerines. Now, mandarin oranges are the cuties, the little bitty ones. We've got some of those here, but we do a tangerine and a navel orange. We just finished our Christmas shopping today. Thank goodness, Leanne. Good. Did you find everything you needed? Did you have a list? Did you check it twice? I used to eat lettuce and mayo sandwiches. Now, Gail, I used to do that too. We would have bread and stuff, but sometimes just lettuce and tomato on bread, and or just tomato mayonnaise would be a good treat for us. Pepper. We'd have bread on it, usually.
You'd eat peanut butter sandwiches too. Peanut butter and jelly.
I am also making chili. It's a chilly day, Jill.
I reckon.
Hi from California. I made eggnog bread today. Oh, Karen, is that where you put the eggnog in the loaf bread or leftover bread, kind of like a bread pudding? I've seen that. I've never made it. Mama ate good today and cooked. How does she feel after cooking? Well, I sure to feel fine because it didn't take her. Couldn't have took her over 15 minutes to do the whole thing because I was gone about 20 minutes.
I started as soon as I come in the door.
You started as soon as I went out the door.
Oh, yeah.
I know what you did, Mama. You thought, he's gone. I'm going to cook.
I can do what I want to now.
That's what you had to watch her. That's what you had to watch her. She's just waiting. She's like a cat sitting at the door waiting for somebody to open it so they can run out. She had to have started chopping onions and stuff as soon as I cleared the door.
I don't think I did that fast.
I don't think you hurt yourself, though. I think it's okay. The doctor said you need to get up and get to moving. That's what she said, Mama.
I moved out, sure.
She said, you don't need to push it, but now you don't need to sit around and do nothing either. You can get back to doing what she was doing before. Well, I said, that's good. Can she wash dishes?
I didn't. I told her.
Can she
I couldn't.
cook? And she said, no, I prescribe her no cooking, no washing dishes. And she looked at Mama and she said, anything else you don't want to do?
I said I had to pay her to say that.
Oh. It's a good thing, ain't it, Mama?
Yeah.
Well, you definitely can make chili again.
That hit the spot on this.
It was a
cold
good...
day.
What are we calling this? It's a weird time of day for us.
I was lunch is what I'm calling it because I hadn't had nothing but a butter jelly biscuit this morning.
So that pushes supper back to 7 o'clock.
Oh, we might not eat supper after this bowl of
You know what
chili.
I think we ought to have for supper?
What?
Probably a good old hot bowl of chili.
Oh, that sounds really good. Or we can have Fritos and chili and sour cream.
There you go. A whole new dish.
A whole new dish. And I love it too.
Cook roast beef, potatoes, corn, and carrots. Rolls and tea. Well, Ava,
Oh my.
you just showed out today. You just...
She had Sunday lunch.
Yeah, that's what we'd call Sunday lunch on Saturday. Made homemade soup. Somebody did. You dashed away. This thing jumps. Homemade potato soup. Martha did. Why does she still wear a monitor? Cheryl, there's two reasons. There's two reasons. When you hook up to one of these, if you ever have to wear one, the insurance requires you to wear it for 90 days or they just don't pay for any of it. 90 or none.
Mm-mm.
So, she has to wear it. Excuse me.
90 days would have been the day before Christmas.
The 23rd.
24th, I think. 23rd, 24th. That's somewhere.
She does that too. She likes, like if I said 23rd, she'll say 24. If I said 24, she'll say no, 23rd.
Oh, be quiet. Go ahead.
I tell her that all the time. Anyway, 23rd. It would be her 90th day. So, in order to get it, she knew she had to wear it 90 days. But originally, they had told her you have to wear it 5 weeks after a procedure of getting a stent. Well, since she didn't get a stent, I don't know, she's still going to have to have 5 weeks after last Monday. Or if they can go ahead and let her off from it when we go for her appointment the day after Christmas and see. But I'm thinking even the day after Christmas, that's when we're testing, it'll be at least the next day or the next day before they would call us and say, you're clear to take it off. But we're past the 90th day on the 23rd. So either way, we're hoping for good things. But if she does have to go 5 more weeks, that'll put her up to the middle of January. And that'll be okay. We'll do it. She's completely happy to do it because it could have been so much different.
The long haul behind me now.
And you're feeling so much better.
Oh, yeah.
And like the doctor said last week, she said the chances of it going, having to use the vest now is so much less. She says she don't have any greater chance of having to use it probably than anyone else if her heart has rebounded enough, And she's never gone into AFib. She's never had a skipping of the heart. Her heart rate's always been normal all through this. So that's yet another miracle and a blessing. So we're glad. We're happy. We're blessed.
And if I still have to have it permanently, they're going to put one in.
So we'll still get rid of the vest. So Mama's happy all the way around. Mm-hmm. Wow, she's still wearing. That's why, Cheryl. All right, let's catch y'all up so I can see where we are. Good evening, John and Mama. I'm watching from West Virginia. Pray for me. Francis, sending prayers for you.
Yeah.
Everyone send prayers for Miss Francis. Come back down here. Carnes, C-A-R-N-E-S. Miss Francis Carnes. Good afternoon. Hi, Rena. How are you? I didn't put a defib in. That would be a... Arlene says it's weird they didn't put a defibrillator when they attempted the stent. Well, it would be a whole different procedure. The stent, they went through a vein and just done it. The defibrillator will be an incision, and they'll put it under the skin and then attach it to the heart. So that you couldn't do that during a heart catheterization. And hopefully it's not going to have to be that way. We're hoping that she's back up to a level that she's out of the danger zone.
Yeah.
Sending Christmas hugs from Mustang, Oklahoma. Kathy, I never heard of Mustang. Mm-hmm. We've been to Oklahoma a couple of times, but I don't think I've ever known of Mustang. She will be on a ladder, Timothy. Probably when we get ready to take these trees down, I'll have to hire somebody to come print that with her. Yes, God healed her. A true miracle. Yes.
That's right.
That is right, Gloria Drummond. I mean, you don't go from 80% blockage to nothing. And the doctor says we don't know why, but that's what's happened. I know why.
That's right.
Prayer for everyone and unspoken prayers, Pam. Yes, ma'am. Wanda, hi, John and Mama from Michigan. Wonder what your temperatures. I bet you're colder than we are. Usually Michigan is, but sometimes we're right around there with you. She looks so beautiful today. Watching from Jackson, Michigan. You're an amazing son. Virginia, thank you. I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Mama, I'm just blessed is what I am. John, can you please say a sincere prayer for my son, Nicholas, for his salvation, 35 years old, used with the Lord. Ratha, R-E-A-T-H-A, Ratha. We will say a prayer for Nicholas. We will be remembering Nicholas. Everyone remember Nicholas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas from Texas. Hey, Marilyn. What's Texas weather like? Good evening. Hey, Timothy. Mustang just outside Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
What?
Been to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Douglas. So maybe we have been to Mustang. Hello from West Virginia. Mama looks good today. Merry Christmas, Suzette. She's combed her hair.
No, I didn't. I brushed it early this morning.
I sort of said, Mama, you've had to comb that hair. I've seen your bed head before.
It looks pretty bad when I get
It looks pretty good right now.
Looks like I've slept on the top of my head.
Mariana Miracle, amen. We had cabbage soup and cheese and cornbread. Who? Yes, yeah. Did I tell y'all? I may have told y'all. I don't remember. I bought that yellow cornmeal down at the Save-A-Lot. And Mama says she's going to make us some sweet cornbread just to try it. I don't ever, and I have a pretty good memory, I don't ever remember us using yellow cornmeal here. So I'm excited to make some plain old cornbread with no sugar. And then I'm excited to try a little of the Jiffy kind of cornbread and see what it's like. I make several casseroles. In fact, I make one that you can use chili and Jiffy cornbread in. That calls for Jiffy cornbread to be used. So we have used Jiffy cornbread, and I guarantee you I've got a box in the pantry somewhere.
We got 2 in there, I think.
See, I told you there's some in there, because I tell you, I like to use Jiffy sometimes in my cornbread salad. It's good in cornbread salad. I've not made that in a while. I use that big bowl right up there on the refrigerator.
Vicky brought was it cornbread salad?
It was.
Yeah, to church the other night. Everybody was
Hello from Aberdeen, Mississippi. Hey, Becky. Blue is Mama's color. Blue does look good on Mama Margie.
And you know what my shirt says?
Let it snow.
Let it snow, and I got a snowman on it.
Mama looks good in jewel tones.
What's jewel tones?
You know, like the burgundy, the green that you wear a lot, the blue, red. I don't know if red's really a jewel tone, but it'll work on you.
That's my favorite color, though.
Michigan's Wanda says is 23. Michigan
Ooh.
beat us. You beat us by about 12 degrees there, Miss Wanda. Arkansas. Hey, Helen. Praying for you. She's strong and tough. Mama looks great. Well, thank you, Arlene. Hello, Tammy. 26 in Central Ohio.
Ooh.
Y'all beat us too, Central Ohio. Maybe the cold's coming this way. Hey, Regina, Merry Christmas. From Louisiana. Regina, you probably got some good weather going down there. Mama's very lucky to have something like you. Donna, I'm the lucky one. Trust me. Hello, John and Mama. I love to see Mama laugh. I do too, Edith. But you know, she ain't stopped laughing. She's laughed right on through. She's a lifer now.
Life's way too short not to laugh along the way.
Mama says you gotta love and laugh every day.
That's right. What is it? Laughter's medicine for the soul?
Laughter doeth a body good like a medicine. Merry Christmas. Hey, Donna. Hello, John and Mama from Arlington, Texas. Mama looks beautiful today. Trish, don't swell her head up. Thank you, though. Snow here in upstate New York. My aunt just told me a while ago that she had snow this morning at the back of her house. I don't know if we've had it or not.
She lives right up the edge of the mountain, though.
She lives close to the woods, so it's cooler. We might have had it. I didn't look out. And I always look out. I did look out early, though, and there wasn't any.
There's snow on the neighbor's roofs. Or a real heavy frost one.
You know what? When I looked out, though, I was looking at them fur babies in their doghouse. I wasn't even looking in the yard. So I probably seen it and just didn't register. It wasn't much. It was just a skiff. And yes, I know we live like animals here, but the fur babies are on the back porch at a house. They're not out on the ground.
I believe they'd pack their doghouse up on the porch if they could, if it's out there.
They've got 2 places they sleep on the back porch.
Really, 3 houses out there. But they sleep together
In
to
2
stay
places.
warm.
In 2 places. They got one big house that's sitting over next to the railing. So I guess it may be colder. Maybe I should move it up closer to the house. And then there's one, we got steps that go down to the porch from the back door. They like to get in that corner, and there's a house there. And they have done it. I didn't do it. They've dug out their straw and piled it in that corner. So they'll either sleep in that corner out of their little house, or they'll crawl in the house and sleep either one. But they've got 2 or 3 places they sleep up there.
But it's all under roof, though. They don't get wet or nothing.
No, they never see weather if they don't want to. And before y'all come at me and say, bring them in, they don't want to be in. Abby never has wanted in, and I always accused, well, I didn't accuse nobody, but I always figured, because we just got her as a rescue, that she had been abused, maybe locked in a house or locked in a building, because she would stand and look at the door weird. Like she would kind of, give it the...
She was like terrified of being in.
And she wouldn't come through the door. And we worked with her and got her in. All of our dogs, my whole life. Now, you all know me. Every dog we've ever had has been in the house and out. Whether it's outside or not, at some point they come in. And that's just the way it is.
All except little Rusty.
Rusty would come in and he would act like he was going to stay. And I'd fix him a bed by my bed, or he could sleep at the foot of my bed, and he wouldn't. He was a cute little feist, little brown. He looked Rusty. That's really got his name. We're very creative with names.
Yeah, we are.
My dad's always had, Blackie and Whitey and Spotty and Striped.
Sport.
He's had whatever color they was. That's usually their name. Or he had one dog we just called Pup. Its whole life. We had a black and white collie. Who can guess what its name was? Black and white. Who can guess what its name was? It was Mama who named it.
What?
Miss Panda.
No.
Mama says she looks like a cute little panda bear. Her whole life, her name was Panda. She was a cute black and white. And of course, when she got older, her black and white shifted. When she was a pup, she was a fur ball, little round. She kind of looked like a little panda baby. And she had black and white, and her feet was white. Mama thought she looked just like a baby panda bear. Mm-hmm. But when she got to be a full-grown collie, she looked a little different, but she still had the name, Little Panda.
And we had one lady.
Snow here in upstate New York. Oh.
I get cold when they talk about snow and 20 degrees.
She looks pretty. Please let Mama talk too. Okay, Kathy. Mama, they're wanting you to talk. Oh. Kathy, I didn't know she wouldn't talk. Go ahead, Mama, talk.
You get that off from me.
Go ahead, Mama. They're wanting you to talk.
I ain't talking.
Kathy, what do you want her to say? Can you put that little comment in there?
You can talk. Go ahead. I'm tired from making chili.
Okay, Kathy. Any other suggestions? Please let Mama talk too. Kathy, she's talking. She's saying everything she wants to say. I use white cornmeal. Hubby likes light sugar in it. See, Kathy Sparks. This is a different Kathy. This ain't.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Kathy Barry. Well, thank you anyway. Kathy Sparks. That's sweet cornbread versus non-sweet cornbread. Gloria Drummond says she loves Jiffy. I like Jiffy in certain things. I may have made Jiffy muffins one time. I remember I made Jiffy muffins one time and put hot dogs in them. It's kind of like a corn dog.
Yeah.
Mama is looking better and better. Thank you, Donna. She started brushing her hair. She's brushed her teeth. She's just...
Put on clean shirts.
I know what you're saying, Donna. We appreciate it. We really do. Merry Christmas from Texas. Another Donna. I got 2 Donnas in a row.
It's a
Hey,
popular
Debbie.
name.
Hello, John and Mama. This is Debbie from Advance, North Carolina. Merry Christmas. So thankful to see you and Mama doing so well. Well, thank you, Miss Debbie. That's sweet. Yeah. Nancy made chili today. Snow and cold in West Virginia. You probably got our same weather, Nancy, because we're pretty much there together. Angela Britt.
Oh,
You taught me how to make cornbread salad. It's one of my favorites. Thank you. Well, thank you, Miss Angela Britt.
Angela's a sweetheart.
Angela is a sweetheart. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Mama looks pretty in blue.
Well, thank you. I'm going to wear this all
You wear
the
blue
time.
all the time, Mama. That sounds good. Mama looks so pretty in blue. That's another one.
Oh, boy.
What is cornbread salad? Well, Elaine, cornbread salad, I guess that's kind of a misleading name. It's a layer salad, and I start out with crumbled up cornbread. I make a pound of cornbread, and I crumble it in the bottom of my bowl. Then I add a layer of pinto beans, usually uncooked, just out of the can. Then you can add a layer of whole kernel corn, just out of the can. You just keep stacking it. Onions, just dice up a good sweet onion. It's so good on it. You can put any kind of variation. A lot of people uses frozen peas because they're so bright and green. And you usually make it in a clear bowl. I don't know if y'all can see that bowl. You can't see that bowl. There's a bowl right there you can't see, probably because it's clear. It's got a wooden lid on it. That's the one I make it in. And you can see those layers. Then when you get to the top layer, you make ranch dressing. I always use y'all's mix and mix it up. And you pour that in there and you take a spoon. You don't mess your layers up, but you want it to kind of run down in there. And you put a good layer of ranch on top. Then, because it's called cornbread salad, I always put just a sprinkling of cornbread on there and a sprinkling of cheese, cheddar cheese.
Don't you put tomatoes in it too?
Peas and tomatoes, and then the ranch, then the cornbread usually. And bacon bits. And I use the store-bought real bacon bits. Mama would probably cook her own bacon. So the top has got usually ranch, a few red tomatoes, a little bit of cornbread crumbles, a little bit of cheese, and bacon. That's my kind of cornbread salad. So we make that and it's one of those things you get carried away with. It's kind of like making soup. It's a big dish. So we don't make it a lot just for me and Mama.
No.
But we make it to take places. We make it if we got a lot coming over here. Because you got to think. Just like I've talked about soup. Time you do cornbread, a can of pinto beans, a can of corn, a bag of frozen peas, a can of petite diced tomatoes, or if you get your own homegrown tomatoes in the summertime and use them, you're layering a can of something all the way up through there. You can use green onions in the summertime if you have them. It's just a bunch of layers, but it's a lot of cans. You're opening a lot of cans. So, it kind of... It kind of makes a big old dish.
Quality or something, yeah.
Now, you half can people that don't mind a half a can laying in the refrigerator, you could probably make a small one with a half a can of everything. Mama looks pretty in blue.
I don't know if have you ever put kidney beans in it?
You can. I have.
I thought you had one time.
The dark red kidney beans. I used to put them middle ways, have the pintos, then I put yellow corn, and then I might put the kidney beans, the dark red ones in there. Anything that you think looks pretty in that glass dish, and it is awful pretty when you make it right. And all the layers look just right. And I even cheat, and when I make it for you, again, I'll show you the cheat.
You put it around the edges.
You put it around the edges. So like you open that can of corn, Mine will be pretty shallow in the middle with corn, but then I'll push it up around the edges so I'll get about a band about that wide of yellow.
So it'll show pretty.
And the same with the tomatoes. You want that band around the outside to be about that wide, but maybe the middle might get down to like this. But you have to keep something in the middle, so you could add cornbread or something to kind of fill that middle to keep it level. But you're interested in making it in a clear bowl so it'll be pretty. You can just throw it in a bowl and mix it up if you just want a casserole.
7-layer salad. You mix it so it'll show pretty.
Yeah. 7-layer sounds good too. But cornbread salad's the same kind of thing. People like it. It's a hit everywhere you go. People that's never tried it wants to try it. People that's had it, they want to get at it too. Are you making a big Christmas dinner? We are, Donna. We'll have a turkey breast or a whole turkey. If not decided yet, I've got both. Here's the thing. I just bought the turkey breast. We've got a whole turkey that really probably needs to be fixed.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do.
But we don't really need a whole turkey. But it's in the freezer. So I'm probably going to lay the whole turkey out. Go ahead and fix the whole turkey. And we'll have cornbread dressing. And we'll have ham. I'll have deviled eggs. We'll have green beans. Maybe a green bean casserole. My aunt is going to bring sweet potato casserole and broccoli casserole.
And she's bringing her green beans.
And her green bean.
The flat ones, so her husband will eat them.
Okay, so
you might fix the broccoli.
We may have the Roma green beans, and I may have a green bean casserole, just to have the same. We'll have mashed potatoes, of course. We'll have sweet potato casserole, probably.
Yeah, she's bringing sweet potato and broccoli.
Okay. And we'll have a big old spread. Now, what we do for the family, we fill this island full of food. This island is
6 foot or
10 feet,
10
I think.
foot.
I think it's a 10-foot island. We'll fill this island up with desserts and everything. And some of the others will bring in stuff. It don't matter what they bring. They're welcome to bring whatever they want. But we'll have the big spread going here. And I'll probably make chicken and dumplings. We don't do that at Thanksgiving, but we do it at Christmas. Mama probably will feel like cooking this week.
Yeah, I'm going to make some stuff.
She's going to make some chicken and dumplings probably.
You'll have to use the mixer when I do my stuff.
She can't mix, and I'll probably roll out stuff. I mean, she'll help though. Just like making this chili, she'll do a lot of it. She did a lot of Thanksgiving.
Not too much. They wouldn't let me.
But we will be. You're a month older now.
I know it. I'm grown up.
You're grown up now.
I'm a grown up man.
So she'll fix them. She'll fix all the salad. She'll do a pumpkin roll this week. She will do Granny Fudge this week. She'll do chocolate fudge this week. And she'll do party mix this week.
And no baked cookies.
And no baked cookies this week. You see where I'm going with this? She's going to take care of a lot of the carbohydrates.
That's my feel.
Angela Britt sent us some groceries last night. Angela Britt, you are amazing.
I reckon so.
She sent, how many pounds of sugar? 14? 18 pounds of sugar. 18. Angela Britt. That was amazing. You did a wonderful job. She sent all kinds of stuff. She's got the Walmart delivery thing going just perfect. And Angela, you shouldn't have done all that. We appreciate everything you do.
And there's the nicest young man brought the last order. He brought it in for me. He was nice as he could be.
Once again, I had to run on an errand. Had to run to the church, which is just two doors down, and let the produce delivery people in for these big treat bags. And while I was gone, the Walmart order came, which they could have left on the porch and I'd have carried it in. But he seen Mama and he said, "Ma'am, I'll carry this in for you."
He was nice as he could be.
And he did. So I come back.
Was that?
I don't know.
I think. I don't know for sure.
Anyway.
Was,
I come home and all the groceries, and I said, "Did you carry those in off the porch?" "No, there was a nice man brought them." I says, "Did you have a man in here while I was gone?"
You can't trust me is all I can say.
Every time I leave her alone now, she's up to mischief. She said, "I had a very nice young man who helped me, and he was a gentleman. He was absolutely
Oh,
wonderful.
he was wonderful.
So whoever you are, you impressed
I
Mama.
knocked a bag off and he picked it up for me because I ain't supposed to lift a lot. And he said, I'll get that.
And he didn't even know that, and he was helping her.
He was.
But anyway, we got everything done last night. We got everything done today. We've worked. They even had John out there putting in the handrails and stuff we wanted to get caught up on and do a few more things. And
It's been a busy day so far.
we did a handicap installing the handicap bathroom, and it was good. I mean, it's just been a work day. You know, one of those days where you just get in there and get it done, get the treat bags done. It didn't take long, but we got it all done. Didn't we, Mom?
Yeah.
And
I worked on treat bags, but I didn't do none of that other work.
and you didn't lift. You were just
No.
filling them. You did real well. I didn't have to yell at her one time at church. I was pleased.
He's been calling me names, though.
Have I?
Last night, what did you
Huh.
call me?
Mama's not into the new lingo like us young kids are.
Oh, young kids.
So, we have a little routine. I fill her water cup up with ice and water. And
And
then
my
she
ice
has
cup.
to have an ice cup with chipped ice and a spoon. This is her new addiction.
New addiction.
And so I fill that up, fill the water cup up, for her to have to sip on at night to take her medicine. I take it to her chair.
You changed my bed
Her battery in here, you have to change it.
every night.
So I changed the battery, or I handed her the battery, and at first I had to do it all. She was afraid of it.
I couldn't lift that up.
And now she just rips it open and does it. So she took the battery out herself, handed it to me. I handed her the new one. She put it in there. It clicked. The machine come on, reset itself. We went through the whole mess.
But I usually do it right before I go to bed. We do it.
Now she's making excuses.
Well, it's the truth.
So 2 hours later, she comes through here. And she says, well, I've already got water in this cup. I come in here to get water. And she said, would you get me some ice? Well, she'd eat her ice. So I said, sure, I'll get you some more ice. I got her ice. And she said, and I just changed my battery, so we're good. And I said, you changed the battery? We just changed the battery. And she said, was that today? When you do the same thing repetitive day after day.
But I do it and go to bed.
Yeah.
And
it had been over 2 hours, but she was on the phone and when she was getting the battery changed the first time, so she was distracted. And she said, I'm losing it. I said, you little cray-cray. And she said, I'm what? I said, little cray-cray. And she said, what's cray-cray? And I said, that's what all the new kids are calling it now, Mama, cray-cray. And she said, what's that mean? I said, crazy, crazy. I said, you're not hip. You're not with it, Mama.
So he called me crazy, crazy.
So she was telling her sister, I didn't know it affected her so emotionally. She said, don't he call me cray-cray last night? Well, her sister's got kids.
She knows.
Grandkids. She said, oh, was he trying to tell you he was crazy? She said, how'd you know what that meant? She said, cray-cray? Yeah, I know what cray-cray is. So Mama was not
I'm
like
behind
She
time.
said, he's called me names. So Mama looked cray-cray yesterday.
Yeah, I was.
But you all together today, Mama. You're back in the game.
I may not be this late tonight like it was last night. I might be cray again.
I did the same thing. Like the medicine I take daily, I take the vitamin, I take the vitamin E, I take the fish oil, I do all that stuff, and I'll be sitting in there in the same place as I do every day, and I reach for the bottle, and I'm like, did I just take this, or did I not? If I'm not paying attention, I told her that's normal, because I should remember 4 minutes ago, did you take that pill or not? But I remember taking it, then I'm like, was that yesterday or was that today?
That's the reason I put mine out in a weekly thing.
I'm going to have to start.
So I know whether I took it or not.
I'm going to start. We're both cray-cray, Mama.
Yeah.
I frozen's up. Sorry. I don't know who's talking. I don't know who's saying what. Oh, somebody said don't call your mama names, and somebody got on to him. I know they're just kidding around. She gets called lots of names. What's some of the names I call you? Mama Davis is adorable. Her name is Frances, but she's always been called Tootsie.
All my life.
And so Frances is Frances, and Tootsie's her nickname. So sometimes Dad and I both would call her Tootie Fran.
No, Dad wouldn't. You told
He
me.
called you Tootie Fran too.
He called me Toots.
Toots.
Toots all the time. Just short.
Tootie Fran. You know, it's a mixture of both names. That's one of her names she gets called sometimes. What's something else I call you?
I don't know.
Sometimes I call her Mother. That's when I want to say, like when you say your kid's full name, like, your kid's first, middle, and last all together. So if she does something, like climbing a ladder, and I say, Mother, you know better. But most of the time it's Mama. That's her. And then every once in a while she gets a mom or a mama. I don't know. But she calls me names too. Like George. That ain't my name. There's nothing wrong with that name, but it ain't my name. What else do you call me?
I used to call you Pumpkin all the time.
Punk. Yeah.
Punk or Pumpkin.
Those ain't my names either.
And Babe, I call you Babe sometimes.
Sometimes when you're treating me extra
When I
special.
want something.
Oh.
What happened?
Teresa, are you a nurse or something? Teresa says, turn the bottle upside down after you take it. That removes all doubt.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Well, Teresa, aren't you just the smart one to know? Never had I thought of that. And that would be perfect, because I've got them sitting there. Take it, turn it upside down. The next morning, turn it right side up. The ones that are up you've taken that night, turn them upside down. Thank you, Teresa. I bet you work with old people.
Like me.
That's a great idea. Let's take that, Teresa. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yes.
Teresa Whitley Miles, thank you so much. We all do that, John. Yeah, it's okay. Thank you, Pam. I love that blue sweater. Mama, you got to wear blue. We're switching to all blue for you.
I know it.
They love you in blue.
I know it. It does give me a little color.
Blue?
Well, it's darker on me.
I think your heart being cleared out give you the color. You do have color you didn't used to have. Love that blue sweater.
Maybe it's eating ice turning me.
Uh-huh. We all cray at some time or another. That's the truth, J. Brooks. I had an aunt named Tootsie. Did you? Courtney, how are you? Hi, John and Mama. Merry Christmas to you and Tootsie. Thank you, Patsy.
Thank you.
Pam Patterson. I have a daily pill box. You know what, Donna? I had those once before, and I'd forget to fill them, and I would start out Monday morning, they wouldn't be filled, and I'd think, I'll fill them up tonight, then it'll be Tuesday, and then Wednesday, so I'll just wait till Sunday.
I feel my own mind.
Mama does hers religiously. Our Christmas menu is prime rib, baked potatoes, and baked sweet potatoes.
Ooh.
Catherine, a lot of people do prime rib for Sunday.
Since Christmas.
Somebody's talking to Angela Briette. Says thank you. It really is. I don't know what. Angela, did I miss one of your comments? I missed the whole conversation, I think. Hey, Gloria, Mom and Dad call me Pip. Unless they got upset, and then it was Gloria. See, Gloria, that's the same kind of thing. It's, when I got called my whole name,
You was in trouble.
I was already in trouble. There was no going back. You're probably right, Sandra. Probably will, Sandra. She says it's time to take the turkey out because it's got to be ready for
Wednesday morning.
Wednesday. So
Yeah,
Saturday,
we gotta
Sunday,
get it
Monday,
out.
Tuesday.
I'm glad she's.
Thank you, Sandra. Yeah, because I was going to set it out probably tomorrow, but probably go ahead and do it today. Love watching you too. Hey, Judy.
I know you're going to fuss at me, but I gotta get me some ice.
Well, you've eaten us the whole time.
I know.
Were you worried about it now? I said no more ice on the videos because I can't hear you and you're crunching and you're trying to talk and you're clinking and clanking. So now she's acting like this is her first bite of ice.
I'm
She
craving
has an
it.
addiction to ice. There's worse.
You want me to drink my pop back instead of ice?
No, eat the ice. Eat the ice. My grandpa would call me Pammy. My name is Pamela. Oh, Pam, that's sweet. I sometimes call my mom Mommy. Mommy dearest, just to tease her. She quickly told me to stop. Andrea, I've told her that before too, from the movie.
Mommy dearest.
When do you turn it right side up? Well, Kathy, what I was thinking is, well,
Right down.
some things you don't take twice, but look, say something you take morning and night, you would turn it. Let me get it in my head. So at night, when you take it, you turn it upside down. If you take the same thing in the morning, you turn it back up. And I guess you would just start the day off with all of them turned up. And then that night you turn them all upside down. But anyhow, that's a good idea because really and truly you can forget. Did I take that? I mean, how many times has the phone rang or your watch? We're so bad about being on our phones the whole time. Or watching TV when you're doing something, multitasking. Sometimes you can get a little confused with it. Now, Granny used to keep her, I do remember her doing this, and I guess that's why, she'd keep her medicine in a tray. She'd take it out and take it, or put it on a thing, and she'd set it outside the tray, and she'd do that all the way through, and when she got through, she'd go back and look at all of her medicines, and then she was good to go. So anything you can come up with, turn it upside down, it's a good thing, or set it in a new place, or maybe... like if you're sitting on your bed taking your medicine, which is what I do a lot of times, maybe set it on the bed with you when you open it instead of setting it back down where it was. Anything to let you know I have taken that or at least touched it. But I think it's a good idea.
Got the chilies.
We thought you were taught to call your mom mother and nothing else. My uncle always called his mom mother. In fact, the grandkids called her mother too.
And they called their grandma Mommy.
And they called their grandmother Mommy. It was kind of what their mother called her was Mommy, so they called her mother. I call Mom Mother for other things, but it does get her attention. I tease her all the time at church or wherever we go. Because she'll be talking and talking. You know how you just can't get her to hush. And so, like, we'll be at church and she'll yell, and I'll say, Mother, you want me to come back and pick you up, or you want to go home with me now? And she'll say, I guess I'll go home with you now. Now, y'all know I wouldn't leave her. But I'll say that to her.
He threatens me, I think.
Mother, do you want me to come back and pick you up, or you want to go
That's
home?
exactly what he says.
It's just, oh, he's wanting to go. I'll go ahead and go. I don't rush her either, but...
And if we go to the nursing home, he said, go ahead and pick you out a room.
I'm looking too. We used to go out to the nursing home when my cousin was out there. She was an older lady, but we would go out there a lot. And I'd say, look around, see if you see anything you like. This was years ago.
Pick you out a room.
And Mama said, well, I think I like that right there on the corner. I said, well, this could be available. We'll see. I used to tell Dad all the time, I said, do you need any nursing home brochures? Like he'd say, he'd get mad at us. And he'd say, you two don't even try to help me. You just blah, 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 blah. And it was just all in his mind, or he was just being hateful. And I said, do you need some nursing home brochures to look at, or you think you'd be okay here with us? Well, you don't. You could say, Dad, you got it made here. You live like a king. You're waiting on hand and foot.
That he was.
And he'd say, oh, I know. I was just going on. Dad was the type of person. He didn't really gripe. It was just a fun kind of thing. For example, you'd be driving down the road and taking him somewhere, and he'd say, you stop a minute. You think you need to go? I think you missed one of them chug holes back there. If you want to go back and get it before we go on.
Yeah, you missed one, I believe.
And I would say, well, if you know which one it was, we'll hit it next time. Or he would say, have you ever thought about driving a race car? Because you already practicing. You could slow down.
He fussed at me all the time for driving.
Mama does drive too fast, so that was the truth. And I said, well, am I not going the speed you want me to go? Well, you're going pretty fast. I mean, you're going pretty swift here. Okay, I'll slow down. Will you slow down? He with me 10 minutes. He'll say, well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't know if we're ever going to get there. Well, do you want me to speed up or you want me to slow down? He was like that. But it was always funny. He was just funny. But he would do Mama that way. He'd say, you ain't cooked nothing in a month around here. She would just cook that morning, or that other day, but he'd be wanting something, or he was always saying something, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But we expected it. And he really wasn't griping, and he would do it. It'd be so far-fetched. He would know that we knew he was just joking around. You ain't like him that way.
No.
You fuss, though.
Today is our anniversary.
It is.
Yeah.
And how many years would this have been?
56.
56 years.
56 years.
Okay, folks, we're going to let you go. Mama, that was some awful good chili.
It sure was good, even if I didn't.
Even if you had to brag on yourself.
I know it. Let me see. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. We're going to let you cook again. You did such a good job.
I know it.
We'll be here in the morning for Sunday School highlights. We'll try to do trees tomorrow evening after dark. So we'll probably just a little bit later than this, and we'll show you some trees tomorrow. Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. We could show you tonight, but it's too early right now.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I can get some lights on them others, because I still ain't done that either. I've been working all day.
We've been gone all day today, and you've worked every day.
I know. I actually just now, right before we started this, came in.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got up pretty early, got started. I done a few chores around here. Mama done some chores, and then we said, let's get out to church and get them treats put together.
Get that out of the way.
And that's what, if we're going to be out there, I might as well have John come up and work. And if we're going to be out there, I might as well get that handicap thing put on that commode. And if we're going to be out, it was a domino.
You always domino it.
My aunt was out there. We had several people out there today. Mm-hmm. It was a good day.
It sure was.
We had a good time.
Accomplished some stuff, so it need to be done.
Yeah, and it was a good day. Good time was had by all, wasn't it?
Yeah. This can wait here.
Yeah.
The Lord's house comes first.
We'll be ready Christmas Day.
Oh, I reckon so.
We'll be ready no matter what. It's one of those things. Like if you were planning on doing a big bunch of decorating and you just did a little bit, Well, it's ready. Just whatever you got is it. It's here.
It's like them shows. They give you a time and they holler, stop. And then you have to stop and it's all done.
So when Christmas gets here,
It's stopped.
whatever is going on, it's ready. I mean, really, what are you going to do? You know, I was going to do this. Well, I was going to do that. I meant to do this. Just change your mind. Change your mind and say, I wasn't going to fool with that mess this year. I decided I was just going to do this. It's ready. Come on in. I mean, you have to stop somewhere. Don't you, Mama?
That's right.
Don't you? You just got to stop somewhere. You can't get every little thing done. Every little, there's just times planning is one thing and doing is another. Don't beat yourself up. And whatever it is, remember, you're the one that put that stipulation out there. Just change your mind. Just change your mind. Like them little trees. There's 14 trees in this house I already decorated. If them three little ones don't get white lights on them, I'm just going to change my mind and decide I didn't want to do them. And I'm going to say it's ready.
We're going to do them. We're going to get them done today.
I think I just changed my mind back. But you get the point. Lighten up on yourself, folks. If you meant to do 3 other things and you don't get to do them, just mark them off the list and say, that's it. I'm ready. Don't say, I'm not ready because I didn't do them 3 things. Just don't do them.
I say,
Unless you got Mama telling you you're going to do them anyway.
on my trees, I'd add a few things right up to Christmas Day.
And then I said, they're ready, Mama, no matter what.
I said, I'm going to put this on there and I'm going to do this.
And I said, they're good. Just call them ready. Nobody don't know the difference. Remember, you didn't meet with them and say, hey, I'm going to do this, this, and this. They don't know. They don't know you meant to get fresh garland to hang in your house so it'll smell like Christmas. They don't know that.
Somebody said they was going to go cut me some pine or something, cedar and stuff, get me some smell in here. I don't know who that was.
I bought a can of Glade.
Oh, is that what you bought?
It said it was
Evergreen.
evergreen berry something or other. See? I changed my mind. I was going to get fresh greenery. But I got a can of Christmas Glade instead. It's ready. Y'all have a blessed day. Enjoy yourself. Make some memories. And don't push yourself too hard.
Live some.
And laugh a little bit. It's ready. Y'all have a good one. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama. God bless you all. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.